It's Friday afternoon, time for sprint qualifying for the 5th every single year since the sprints were introduced. Laps tomorrow, who knows who's going to come out range. 15 corners, 10 to the left and 5 feature medium and soft tyres. It's coming down onto the track, but we're all set for snatch the honours right at the death in the McLaren.
Of the Red Bull, of Max Verstappen, no doubt that the two McLarens and they're at the beginning of the pit lane, so we've fourth shortest track of the year. Obviously 20 getting out of the dirty air of the car in front may be challenging, and so I think we're going to see
camera shot, but it's Yuki Tsunoda who is Max Verstappen put on the softs, but then all the way through the session, so no experience.
Well, on a sprint weekend, set of dry tyres, so that's to be. It's not exactly that parsimony. Medium compound tyres in case it's like a two-stop.
You've got track resurface from Sol down towards the Cedar de Lago, turn 3, that they're going to be using for this across the fields. Light is green from one end of the pit lane to the other. Lando Norris and Oscar as they were in 2023, and a step harder.
To remind you then, in sprint qualifying, one new set of medium compound soft red mark tyres for SQ3, so it's on exactly the same tyres. No, you're in trouble.
What's interesting at the moment, Liam Lawson and Isaac Hadjar and Fernando Alonso haven't been with us so far this weekend. We'll be racing for the team in a full season for the first.
You're not driving every lap, every race a completely different way.
Here's the championship that Piastri wins the sprint race. That 3 wins during the course of this year. That's just
potential typhoon coming our way, isn't it? Some weather coming in tomorrow.
Could be free, and the race itself was
really. He's having to bouncing a little bit there towards the end of the lap, where we need to protect the rear tyres towards the end, 4/10 slower than he went this morning.
And his distance of a second in practice separated the McLaren drive.
First and only practice session, Piastri
has just set the fastest middle sector. Expect quite a bit of track evolution. Charles Leclerc is on now and about to do a lap master.
So you have to be neat and tidy on the way in. Open turn 3, steal a bit of a slipstream from that back 100 miles an hour. Keep it within bar shoot. Late apex for the second. This is a very technical part of the racetrack then. Turn in, back end of the Ferrari. His car bottomed out and spun him off this morning. Long haul up the hill. You're pressing the throttle shortest route. This line comes up quickly in a stage.
Yeah, Charles Leclerc through the first 2 sectors, picks up a little bit of a 7 fastest, is ahead of his teammate by 7/100. Hits them, goes 8 fastest. The Paulo
like Hamilton and Leclerc, fractions of
Verstappen, who will pick up a lovely toe. That's his friend and the man that he takes 17.9 was a couple of tenths up.
There again there as the car washed out, in from the outside, a lot of steering. First really we've seen of Verstappen on up the hill from other cars preparing to put him just ahead of both. Got that lap on the board.
This is sectors you want low downforce, because that's as much downforce as you can get. So there's a compromise downforce overall, because he can live with
a bit of fuel on board. Obviously he's now gone far, and George Russell climbing that there, but in the dry, absolutely flat out.
Into third as Lando Norris with a 1:09.7, fastest time last.
Here, who's come easily and off. It'll always be super close here. And
as his teammate Lando Norris, 3 test cars felt more alive than it has done, but he's feeling more comfortable by the lap.
Yeah, secondary issues that I have to in the middle of the corners. It's picking.
His 150th Grand Prix start, and it was their first double podium since Korea, back in Spain in 1997.
With 3 World Championship, Jim Clarkson, but now there's
the pace of the Ferraris. Only 13th fastest, goes back to
isn't it? 7/10 of a second to moment. So what can they do about it?
Not the same boat as his teammate here. Hamilton goes 6th fastest. It's Piastri and George Russell, and to try and make that magical time. That projected time is right of a 1 Verstappen. Could be scrapping away here.
Indeed, right. So carry on participating in this.
A 1:10.6 puts him in trouble, and yes, it's 4th fastest. Where he finished. Behrman through. Alex Albon, we got the stop wine in the newly liveried for this race with Mark Peter driving from Alex Albon.
Yeah, Greg Penn has got in answer. Now they've burned a little bit. Clarence
safely through and into the 1 minute fastest with George Russell pitting after going at top 6. Carlos Sainz is on a lap, but it's 15th fastest. Pushes Tsunoda now for second off the pace through the first 2 sectors. Climbing to the line, Charles Leclerc only 11 on Max Verstappen. Gasly goes in Sainz, who's put in a personal best for the middle. middle sector.
He's 20th.
Hamilton, 1:10 fastest for him. Can Lewis Hamilton could flag? And Carlos Sainz,
As you pointed out, he had a very bad first sector. For the sprint qualifying is
one went wide through the center S's, and that on second slowest. Yuki Tsunoda making their early exit.
His earlier on in the middle sector of the lap wasn't as the fuel weight came off and the tyres got in. Look, he had to slow down at the apex a bit more as quickly as he'd want. You know, that he didn't have this lockup on the final lap line. That's okay. We've seen other people doing it, but just that brake pressure a little bit, the brake balance. Unfortunately, the car all the time there. He lost 9/10 of a second to see where he was and where the car was. Because of course, without that 9/10, he would have got through the car.
Go to the Red Bull pit wall. Lauren Mecky's team boss. A lot of work going on his car before.
I think we after we had a slightly different program to the other